First of all, I'd like to thank Paul Elio for coming by today. He's a car guy, and we're going to learn a lot more about Paul as we get into the discussion here. And but he's something that's applying an entrepreneurial approach and an innovative way of thinking to really change how we get around our planet. And it's pretty impressive. I've followed Paul and what they've done at Elio for the last couple of years. I've been really impressed with how much they've done on kind of a bootstrap budget, and I've actually signed up. I'm all in to get one of the new vehicles, so looking forward to that coming. But first of all, so welcome, Paul. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
And can you tell us a little bit about your background, what you did before Elio, and what kind of got you interested in coming up with this idea?
So I got my engineering degree at General Motors Institute in Flint, Michigan. And going back further, when I was 8 years old, I was dreaming about a company called Elio Motors.
Oh, yeah.
And as I matured, I realized I was about as likely as playing in the NFL. You know? and so I decided I'd get my engineering degree, and at least I could work in the industry, right? And after college, I started a consultancy in Phoenix that did new product development in automotive. So by 2008, I'd grown it to 46 guys. And if you remember then, oil was going through the roof.
Yeah.
And I'd watch the news every night and just get frustrated seeing all this wealth pour out of our country. And one day I decided, instead of getting mad about it, I'd go do something about it. So I ended up work the next day, and I kicked the project off.
Oh, great. But the Motley Fool's purpose is to help the world invest better. We kind of go around the globe trying to help and educate people how to do that, make better decisions with their money. What's the purpose of kind of Elio?
Well, there's several. This is a really meaningful project in a lot of different areas. You know, first and foremost, our trade deficit really bothers me. We have bought more from the rest of the world than we've sold for 20 years. 240 consecutive months we've gotten poorer as a nation because we keep buying more than we sell. We have to build things in this country, and we have to build and export things from this country. And this vehicle will be globally competitive at $6,800 and 84 miles per gallon. So we can build this in Shreveport, Louisiana with 90% North American content and create an exportable product, create jobs. Also, after 5 years of sales, we can reduce total U.S. gas consumption by nearly 0.5%. You know, that's a meaningful number.
Yeah.
And whether your big concern is carbon footprint or our trade deficit due to foreign oil, the answer is the same. Use less oil.
Right.
Right? I think everybody agree. Let's use less oil.
Yeah, yeah.
And we can do that in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
And then the last one that doesn't immediately jump out at you is if you're struggling in this country, your biggest issue is mobility. There's a Harvard economist who just released a study. It was in the New York Times a couple months ago. And the single biggest predictor of you getting out of poverty is mobility. It's better correlating than crime rate in your community, test scores in your grade school, and the number of two-family households in your community. Mobility is the #1 predictor. New Jersey did a study that 60% of the chronically unemployed have turned down jobs because they had no way to get to the job. Right? If you're struggling, mobility is critical, and at $6,800 and 84 miles per gallon, it solves it for a lot of folks.